The world is going through significant change. What is happening is that our air is being polluted, the weather is increasing, and the sea level is rising.
I think living in Maryland and us being so close to like the East Coast and all that, I think sea level rising is it's a very big threat to like the area we live in, because there's a lot of population in a lot of cities that are nearby the water, and if the sea level rises too much, then that could cause destruction and a lot of bad things to happen in our area.
This has been happening over a long period of time, and because of this result, the earth is getting hotter, our ecosystems are being destroyed, and there's deforestation happening all around us. These are some of the things that have been the result of global warming. We spoke to a climate activist to get their take on the situation.
Well, right now we're starting to see the effects. Obviously, like in the environment we live in, like where we live, Maryland, United States, we're not seeing the effects as much as communities that are like in poverty and like more like in just worse off places than us. They've started to see the effects more. Like in the Philippines, they live on like trash heaps, and like I don't think we have started to see the effects, but we're gonna start to see the effects. And actually we've started to see the effects like every day. Like it's not just global warming, it's all the like extreme weathers we've seen. So like the whole polar vortex, that was part of climate change. Like that's not normal stuff that's supposed to happen. So like we're still affected. Like the California fires, even though that wasn't here, that's still something that's close, and that's still affecting us. That's still part of extreme weathers. What's another example? Just like flooding that's happening. There's just like all these extreme weather stuff that's affecting every single person. It's just gonna get worse and worse, because this is just the beginning of the problem. And it's like, imagine in a year, what weather it's gonna be. It's just gonna get worse if we don't like start working on the problem.
We are here, standing strong, standing strong.
I've done a lot of research on extinction rates based on climate change, and I think that if we don't do something right now, we're not going to have anything to do later on. We have to start now. We have 11 years.
11 years. That's based on the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change's most recent report, saying that we have until 2030 to keep global warming at a manageable level.
We have reasons to believe that if the world doesn't do anything about mitigating the emissions of greenhouse gases, and the extent of climate change continues to increase, then the very social stability of human systems could be at stake.
Why is global warming more of a problem than it has been before?
If global temperatures rise by more than 1.5 degrees Celsius or 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit, it would likely mean more erratic weather, dangerous heat waves, rising sea levels, and dying coral reefs. CNN meteorologist Ivan.
The climate has always fluctuated. Since the Earth has been around, things like ice ages and other things that increase the temperature has been going on, but more of recent history, 1900s until now, we've been seeing more of the effects happening. Erratic weather, temperature rise, sea level rise, wildlife's dying, and this problem is starting to get irreversible. We literally don't have that much time before this problem becomes irreversible, and we have to do something about it.
It's crazy because by 2050, the Chesapeake Bay could rise by 2 feet, and by the end of the century, maybe 3 feet, and so on and so forth. So,
how will we prevent this from happening? We can start by saving energy, cutting your lights off when you're not using them, saving water by not leaving the shower or sink water running. Recycling is a huge part of saving the planet. It can help by using materials to make other disposable products and to make the world a better place to live.